Hello friends, family, total strangers. Today's video is how I find cool places. And this definitely qualifies as one of those. I'm currently in Chiricahua National Monument. And yeah, I'm currently hiking through the grottos. So if you ever come to Chiricahua, make sure you do the trail through the grottos. Pretty awesome. So yeah, I think I'll just post up here and quickly talk about how I find my places. So the last 3 or 4 days has been a great example of how I find cool places to go. It's just worked out great. So I was in White Sands National Monument, which is, you know, a fairly well-known national monument, and so I was looking for someplace lower elevation from Santa Fe, and would be a little bit warmer. So I went down there and stayed a couple of nights at White Sands, and then from there I was gonna come straight to this area where I am, but I made some detours. So I was all set to leave, and then I pulled out this, my atlas. And yeah, if you want to get from point A to point B, don't, or if you're me, don't do that. So I thought I would check, you know, let's look at if there's anything interesting I can stop at along the way. And it ended up being more than a stop. I ended up, I spent all day there. It was awesome. So let me show you that on the map here. So you can see the White Sands National Monument and the Visitor Center there. And so I had to head past Las Cruces, you know, to get to Arizona where I wanted to go. And there's this little red box. Aguirre, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Aguirre Springs BLM Rec Area, which, as it turns out, is part of the Oregon Mountains Desert Peaks National Monument. And I stopped up there and was, yeah, blown away. It was so beautiful. And I ended up spending all day. I did a couple hikes. It was amazing. Yeah, so these little red boxes are all over these maps, and a lot of times they're really, really cool. And in this case, that is absolutely spot on. It was really beautiful up there. Pine trees, which you wouldn't expect. Just really incredible mountains. Really just, yeah, beautiful spot. Yeah, so I ended up staying there for the whole day, and then I ended up going back to the Holloman Lake to stay another night. And the next morning, I went to, so the way I would do it is I would wake up, make my coffee, and then drive to White Sands because they had a bathroom, and then I could make breakfast. So I went to the picnic area at White Sands and would make breakfast. And I ran into one of the Park Service people who was doing the garbages up at the picnic area. And he got to talking to me, was really interested in the van and the lifestyle and everything. And he recommended City Rocks State Park, which had been recommended to me a couple of years ago, which was kind of right near my route. So word of mouth is another great way to find things. Just talk to people, and oftentimes, especially if they live in an area, they love to share what they love about it, you know, kind of the place that they are. So word of mouth is how I found this place. Well, I was going to do this really cool thing where I walked around the back and popped up, but yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, City of Rocks was super cool. It was great just being able to park right there among the boulders. Coolest thing about City of Rocks in all New Mexico state parks, not all, almost all New Mexico state parks, is they have showers. So it was a $10 entry fee, but that got me camping. So it was $10 camping fee, but that got me entry into the park so I could explore around, do the hiking trails. It got me a campsite, and they have showers, so I got a shower, which was awesome. I'm probably do a future video on how I do showers, but New Mexico state parks are a great option, way better than truck stops. Don't do truck stops, especially like Love's. It's like $12 to do a shower. Nope, not doing that. But yeah, so word of mouth is a great way to find things, and City Rocks was really fun. So from there, I continued my journey, and I will show you part of how I chose that. Where are you taking me, Google Maps? So I think this is a National Geographic map, but the Rand McNally, any of these maps like this, any of these atlases, all have this exact same system. With these red squares and then the dotted routes. So if you'll notice here, Route 80 is a dotted route, and that's why I chose to go that way rather than take the freeway. And it was beautiful, and I was driving along that route, and it was amazing. And I looked to the right, and the mountains, I guess it's the Chiricahua Mountains, they're not really labeled on the map, but up where Portal and Paradise are, I could see that area from the road, and it looked absolutely amazing. It looked amazing. So I just turned off on a road that led me to Portal, and I went over that mountain pass in my van, which was spectacular. So here's some footage of that. So yes, just sometimes I'll just see something that looks really cool in a distance, and I'll just make my way there. And I asked at a little store restaurant if my van could make it over, and they thought it probably could, and it was fine. Yeah, no problems at all. And it was, yeah, here it is. So yeah, super cool. So after that, I was trying to make my way over to this place that I had found. It's called Whitewater Draw Wildlife Management Area. And the reason that I chose it is because it's fairly low elevation. I was trying to stay low elevation because it's cold. It's going to be cold the next couple nights. And I wanted to stay 4,000 feet or lower, and this was about 4,000 feet. So I found it on freecampsites.net, which is how I find most of my camping. Freecampsites.net. But not only is it great for finding campsites, it's also great for finding really amazing places and really amazing areas, because a lot of times these campsites are at trailheads or they're at something that's really cool, and this place is really cool. So this is a grassland, and I didn't really know anything about this when I got here. I was just looking for a free place to stay for a night or two and maybe get up to Chiricahua National Monument and check that out, because I've been there before. It's awesome. And I just wanted someplace, close by in low elevation to camp. And so I found this through freecampsites.net, and it's amazing. Like, apparently it's a wildlife management area, and so there's a huge migration of sandhill cranes that come through, and I don't know when it starts, but it goes through till it's said on the information I found till the end of February, so right about now. But it was one of the most amazing experiences I've had. It was breathtaking, and I ran into some people here that just they said that you'd want to go in to see it. You would want to go in at dawn, at sunrise, and so I did that. And apparently I was up before anybody else there, because I went pre-dawn, and as the sun was rising, I was the only person out there witnessing thousands of sandhill cranes lifting into the air with the sunrise, and it was magical. It was cold. It was really cold. It was like 25 degrees. It was cold, but unbelievably magical. And here's that footage. Yeah, I'm sure the footage doesn't do it justice. It was a almost spiritual experience. It was amazing. I'm going to go back tomorrow morning without my camera and just enjoy it. And I even bought some gloves this time so my hands won't freeze. Fantastic. So that's how I find places, and I do have one other way. All Trails, which is a hiking app, but I'm going to save that one for the Chiricahua video. I decided to make Chiricahua National Monument its own video because I love the place so much. So yeah, I'll just stop this here. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Thanks so much. Have a great one.